Okay, so this month is a huge month when it comes to tech announcements. And of course, one company this month with new gadgets is Apple. Last week on September 14th, they hosted an event announcing some new products, and we'll be discussing a few of those today. So get your popcorn ready, sit back, and relax. This isn't a movie, what do we need the popcorn for? Let's get started with the new iPads. First one, Apple refresh, is what they call their most popular iPad, which is basically just the regular standard 10.2-inch iPad. Nothing has really changed from a design perspective, but some of the internals definitely got an upgrade. This iPad now has the A13 Bionic chip, which Apple claims it's 20% faster, making this more powerful than some of the best-selling Chromebooks and Android tablets out there on the market. Of course, Apple likes to brag. But not only does this chip provide better performance, but it also improves the camera quality. The front-facing camera now has a 12 megapixel ultra-wide lens with a 122-degree field of view. But on top of that, center stage is coming. So now when you're on a video call, the person's face will still be in shot as they're moving around. Just like the M1 iPad Pro. At least now we can get that feature without having to shell out almost or over $1,000, right? This iPad will also have the True Tone effect, adjusting the color of the screen based on the lighting. But it still supports the first generation Apple Pencil. Well, actually, I don't use the Pencil anyway, so why do I care? With this being a new upcoming iPad, it'll be shipped with iPad OS 15, starting at $329 for 64 gigabytes. And by the time this video goes up, you can pre-order it now. I had to be late on this, didn't I? Okay, moving on, as there's another iPad that got refreshed, and this is a big one. So get ready. Okay, let's relax now. The next iPad that was refreshed is the iPad mini. To be honest, I don't remember when was the last time this got upgraded. It's been a while. And now this iPad mini looks and feels, well, like a smaller iPad Air. It has an all-new screen design with no home button. It's thin and light with some new colors such as purple, pink, starlight, and space gray. Wait, Starlight? What does that even look like? Anyway, before I get distracted again, this has an 8.3-inch screen which Apple was able to implement within the same footprint as before and made it an edge-to-edge display. The lock button of the iPad mini also has Touch ID built in just like the iPad Air. Now this has a performance increase thanks to the A15 Bionic chip, featuring a 40% CPU increase and an 80% GPU increase. But best of all, it has USB-C. What? This functions the same as existing iPads with this port, so yeah, you can connect more devices now. 5G is also coming to the cellular models, which is great for the future. There's an improved 12 megapixel rear-facing camera that records in 4K, along with a 12 megapixel ultra-wide camera for the front. And it also supports center stage. What? But this now has stereo speakers when in landscape mode. Are you kidding me? Sorry, I'm just pumped. This can also use the Apple Pencil 2nd generation, and you can order this new iPad mini today. Starting at $499, and you can get the Wi-Fi only or cellular model. So before we move on, I wanted to take a quick break and ask, what do you think of this video so far? Be sure to rate it down below and subscribe if you want to see more videos. Okay, break's over, and action. Guess what? The iPhone's also got a refresh. First, the iPhone 13. Basically, it has the same flat edge design as the previous model, but with a ceramic shield front glass, making this stronger. It's IP68 water resistant and comes in some new colors. The cameras have a slight redesign where the lenses are actually diagonal from each other. Now for the front, it has been improved as far as its looks are concerned, because now you have a smaller notch at the top where it's 20% smaller, giving you more screen real estate. The iPhone 13 has a 12 megapixel wide camera and a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera, both on the back. You also have a feature called Cinematic Mode built in, where it holds the focus onto certain subjects and transitions between certain objects within the picture. Now there's two sizes of the iPhone 13, just like the 12. You have the 13 and the smaller 13 mini. And these will have the new A15 Bionic chip, with faster performance. 5G will also be built in, but expanded as well. Both of these phones will have improved battery life, Apple says. Like the Mini will have 1.5 more hours, and the 13 will have 2.5 more hours. And to make this even better, Smart Data Mode is built in, where it can shift into certain speeds depending on when you don't need your data. Pricing starts at $699, but with a 128GB model. Holy cow! Apple's stepping up. Hey Samsung, you might want to watch out now. Now, there will also be a 512GB model within this lineup. If that's not enough iPhone for you, well, there's the iPhone 13 Pro. Just like the 12 Pro, this has the stainless steel frame. The colors for this model are graphite, gold, silver, and Sierra blue. There's a new True Depth camera system on the front with the notch being 20% smaller. Ha! Didn't see that coming. Wait, what? Never mind. The back camera also contains sapphire crystal lenses. Just like the regular 13, the front screen also has the tougher ceramic shield with an IP68 water resistant, and we also can't forget, there's also the 13 Pro Max. These devices will have the A15 Bionic chip and a ProMotion 120Hz display. There's also some more new camera features like macro photography, ProRes video, end-to-end workflow, and more. Now, battery life, the 13 Pro should last 1.5 hours longer, and the 13 Pro Max should last 2.5 hours longer. Pricing starts at $999 or $1099, but there's a twist. There's a 1TB option available. Say what? And you can order this today since pre-order started on September 17th and will be available on September 24th. So there were a few more things Apple talked about in their keynote, but these were the main items that I wanted to focus on because these are what got me most excited. So what do I think? The iPad's got some major upgrades, and I really like what they did with the iPad mini. The mini wasn't always my favorite iPad since I felt like it was mostly the same since day one with some hardware upgrades. Don't get me wrong, I like the idea of a smaller iPad, but they haven't changed it drastically up until now. And they made the regular iPad more powerful now. The iPhones? They pack some neat features and I'm impressed. But from a design perspective, they feel and look pretty much the same as the previous generation 12. So the current 12 owners definitely don't need to upgrade for sure. Either way, they're cool. But out of all those announcements, which one was my favorite? This is a tough one, but I'm gonna have to go with the iPad mini. With the new design and power, you can take a nice tablet, jam it into a smaller size, and travel with it. I used to think the Air was my favorite iPad, but since it didn't get an upgrade this year, right now I'm going to have to give it to the Mini. And while the iPhones are nice, they still don't meet my needs for what I need in a daily phone, which is why I'll still be sticking with Android. But for a tablet, iPad is the way to go, and to be more specific, the iPad mini. Well, that's it for this video. Will you be getting any of these new Apple devices, or do you not care? Like I said before, Apple did announce other stuff within their keynote, so I'll be sure to leave a link to that in the description below. Don't forget to rate this video if you enjoyed it, and hit that subscribe and bell notification button to be notified when I post a new video. Also follow me on Twitter to see what I'm up to, as if I'm planning to work on a new video, I'll mention it there first so that you get a sneak peek. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Take care, everybody.